Good afternoon to the viewers of the live stream, whether you're watching live or after it saves as a video. Welcome to another live stream. Chat says bonk is going to 0. I haven't checked bonk. Bonk going to 0. Yes. 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 Bearish. Yes. Bearish. It's almost time. Doge on Mars made a new low too. It's almost time. Shiba, uh-oh. I think we're getting close. Big call out by the chat. Bonk is going to 0. Very nice. Very nice. Welcome to another live stream. We have higher lows, Luke Strat, Richard Desmond, Moonwolf, Envoy, Umal. I think it's coming. Tomorrow we're going to get an overbought 5-day stock RSI. Tomorrow we're going to get a 5-day overbought. I think it's coming. I think it's coming. If we take prior moves and we connect it, what happens? This is it, gentlemen. So many YouTubers are saying the bottom is in. I mean, I can't say so many because I don't know. I don't know what they're saying. I think a lot of people are starting to be open to the bottom. That's why in order to complete the trap, we have to hit the short-term hold to realize price. Look, the short-term Nupal is so close to turning bullish, which I think is going to be the trigger that makes people say the bottom is in. It's green right now, but it has to hit positive. It didn't hit positive yet. Oh, it did. Oh, it almost did. Yeah, we got to break the realized price, but people get exceptionally bullish when we hit green. Which this is the real relief rally, because you can see it made a higher low, but the price made a lower low. That explains why the momentum is so bullish right now. I think we're getting close to the top. You can see the last 3 times we've come up to green. The top formed here, the top formed here, and the top formed here. Well, we don't know if the top formed, but I think it is. And then look at how fast you move down. This happened in 2018 too. This is what I'm talking about. Dude, this brother's spitting heat. Oh my God, this guy's spitting so much heat. Look, you were making higher lows all bear market in 2018. You hit green, bearish, green, straight down. We're making higher lows now. Higher low, higher low. Well, this was a lower low, but you had a low, you had a higher low, a higher low. Green. I think we're doing this, man. We're in here somewhere. Holy shit. Yeah, it happened in 2024. Wait, it happened in 2014 as well. You put a low in, you put a higher low, higher low, higher low, and then down. Yeah, I think we're getting ready. I'm ready. For me, I'm waiting for the trigger point, the short-term hold to realize price. If we don't hit it next week, I don't think we're hitting it. My projection is next week we hit it. Should be hit. Higher lows for 5, says Clarity Act, crushed the Moon Boy's dreams, vote delayed until December, bearish. I appreciate the 5. Yeah, I don't know what the Clarity Act does, but the YouTubers are just going to milk it dry. The Clarity Act was voted on here and it got delayed. I don't know what happened up here. It's the same thing every time, rinse, repeat. When the Clarity Act passes, we're bullish. That's what YouTube is going to say. More power to them, but if we pull this off, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I appreciate the 5. I still don't know what the Clarity Act is, and I probably never will. But I'm really looking for that one final spike, then a harsh rejection back down to the low. And then the month of September should be where it's really bad. And I love that the chat is doing their homework. I don't even have Bonk on my watch list. I love that the chat is doing their homework and telling me Bonk is bearish because I wouldn't have checked. But you could just see Bonk just struggles when we're bearish, man. It just struggles. We still could get that reversal spike to mark the top, but at this point, it doesn't matter. Same thing with Harry Potter. Remember Harry Potter? We had that green squiggly line drawn for weeks. It finally happened. I deleted it, but I know it was there. You can watch any other live stream. I had this. Remember? Here it is. We got it. Whenever Harry Potter spikes, it marks the top. We are very, very close, gentlemen. Very, very close. Very close. I don't know the exact day. I'm assuming it's going to be next week because of the Moon Boy chart, but I can't guarantee. I don't know. But this is it. There's no more information to display. I don't know what else to say. Shiba's breaking down. We talked about this. Shiba has the same price setup. Shiba spiked. Then it made a lower high when Bitcoin spiked. Same thing happened, right? We're getting that right now. The missing piece here is that short-term hold the realized price. It's the missing piece of the puzzle. Now, I would like to think it's going to get hit because we have our 5-day stock RSI about to hit overbought. I think we're right here. I think we're in here somewhere. Somebody in the chat has this coin. I talked about this coin. Well, I didn't talk about this coin, but I have it on my watch list. Look, bearish. Jasmy, I tried telling that guy 6 months ago, get out, and he told me no. Jasmy's getting ready to go to 0. Bearish. Bursh. This is it, boys. I think we're in the closing stages here. I'm getting a little excited, but not because I won't be excited until it's over with. But we got to wait and see if we get that short-term hold to realized price. YouTubers are flipping bullish, and I think the last of them will flip bullish once we kiss this moving average. And when we kiss this moving average, our time together ends. Not forever, just for a little while. Just Google the Clarity Act, do research if you don't know. Don't call it smoke and mirrors or it's nothing because you don't understand it. That's okay, Nate. Just keep waiting for it. That's all you gotta do, man. I'm not trying to insult you. If you're a believer in the Clarity Act, I'm happy for you, man. I just don't give a shit because it's irrelevant to my analysis. If you're a news believer, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it doesn't matter to me. And I don't have to understand it because it doesn't matter to me. Can't believe people still buy those shit coins. Yeah, I mean, I'm done with the shit coins. I have to start making my plan. I don't know if the semiconductors are gonna come back for me or not. They might not. If they do, I'm jumping ship. If they don't, I'll make peace with it. I may have to be an MSTR shill. I do like that MSTR is bouncing. Believe it or not, we are literally following the prior bear market almost to the T. Not to the T, but almost to the T. Which means we should get a final spike here, and we are. I mean, we're really close, man. I love it. I love it, dude. Look, even this is saying spike. And the Moonboy event is literally right here. Well, actually, it's here. So it's a little bit earlier. But we should get something. What I'm looking for is this. Yeah, but this is what happens, gentlemen. Look, MSTR spikes up and then it goes down. It spikes up and then it goes down. We're getting the spike now and then it should go down. We're looking for $60 on MSTR. I don't know if it's going to go to $40. It might be too low. But it's projecting a bottom at the end of October. So I may have to be an MSTR Moonboy. I'm not sure. I would like to be a semiconductor Moonboy, but if they're forcing me to be on Michael Saylor's team, so be it. I like me some Michael Saylor. I'm still sticking with my analysis of 60K, then 103. Could be, man. We're really getting to that point where everybody's just got to place their bets. No more bets. But if we get this right, it's a whole new life. I'm done. No more. No more shit coins. Oh yeah, I got another announcement. So remember yesterday I showed you guys 3 percentile? Today we dropped down to the 2 percentile. Look, that means over the last 365 days, 6 days we were less volatile. Brother, we're gonna get the biggest move of the year. I think it's gonna be bigger than February. The reason why is because over the last 365 days, only 6 days were less volatile. That means it has to automatically be one of the days in January, which it could be, but I don't know. Look at that. 3% of the time, we were historically less volatile. Brother, what you gonna do, brother? What you gonna do, brother? Just for the record, this is today, and this was yesterday. So we fell a whole percent, which is nuts, considering that over the last year, only 7, we went from 9 to 6. And tomorrow's Monday, so. Oh no, the historical volatility stayed the same. It was the other one. Oh no, it fell. It fell by 0.04%. No, it fell by 0.4%. Yeah, so only 6 to 9 days out of the year, we were more compressed than we are right now. I'm not saying I'm gonna be right. I'm just saying if I am right. It's Chinese buffet in the casino. May God have mercy on my soul. Yeah, I just don't understand. How could the move be up if the stock RSI is climbing? Like, you see how we had the 5-day blue bar and then the stock RSI hit overbought and we erupted to the upside? This is exactly what I'm referring to. So there's a chance we're in here. You have the blue bars, you have the rising stock RSI with a compressed price. And then once you hit overbought, we shot up. We're building that exact environment right now, which means we got to go up starting Saturday. That's why if we go down, it's over. It's over. I'm pretty sure Sunday we're going to get a weekly bar. We have to. How could we not? Do we have one on the 6th day? Yeah, we got it on the 6th day, gentlemen. We got it on the 8th day? Not yet. You have it on the 9th day, though. Yeah, we're getting ready. We have to be getting ready. It's coming. It's coming, baby. Talk to me. We got to be getting ready. Sorry if you can't hear me. My microphone was tilted upwards. MSTU is doing a reverse split. Yeah, that's usually a... Whenever those coins do reverse splits or stock splits, it's usually close to the top or bottom. I noticed that. Like, we did a stock split here. And then that wasn't the top, but it was pretty close to the top. Like 68% is obviously a big move, but on this ETF specifically, it's not really that big, you know? Usually when you get a stock split, yeah, see, look, this was the top. Stock split was the top. Normally when you get these ETF reversals, it's usually the top or the bottom. So I don't think the bottom is in August, but it might be telling us that the bottom is coming. See here, you got a split. And it fell, and that was it. You went back up. So MSTU is getting a split, you say? Yeah, here it is again. You got a split and the top was in. So the bottom should be close, I think. You're probably going to get the stock split and get one more flush, and then the bottom is in. Because even though this wasn't the bottom, like, you kind of didn't really go anywhere for another 3 months. 5, 6 months, actually. Look, you got the split here. You had the flush, but then you came back to the price. So you stayed the same price for 6 months. My guess is going to be we're going to get the split, get the final move down, and then put the bottom in and then reverse. Yeah, I think we're getting close. I really do. I really think we're getting close. I'm clinging on to the hope that we're going to hit the short-term hold the realized price. The reason why is because I want to get it over with. If we do it now, we don't have to do it again. If we don't do it now, we may have to do it again, which is why I hope it just occurs now. Which we're right there. We're literally right there. I'm not giving up hope. Remy says if clarity failed tomorrow, we will Bitcoin. Oh, Remy says if the Clarity Act fails, we're going down. See, that's what I want to get to. I want to get to the point where I can rely on a headline and say if inflation is good, we're bullish. If inflation is bad, we're bearish. That's going to be my target for the next market cycle. We don't even have to look at any of the charts anymore. I'm going to do an hour live stream. We talk about the news for the first 20 minutes. We talk about projections for inflation. We talk about rate hikes for another 20 minutes. Then the last 20 minutes, we talk about super chats and altcoins. And then I take that live stream and I cut it up into videos that I post each day. And I can live stream 3 times a week. I think that could be my blueprint. And then for the members, we can make charts. This way everybody's happy. You get your news. I get my ad revenue. I get my membership revenue. And the members get the charts. I think that's the plan. Yeah. I haven't come up with a plan yet, Vegeta. I'm trying to make one. What if their attempt is line up Bitcoin with DAO? I'm not sure what that even means. September will be bullish. Price of Bitcoin will be the highest this year. WikiCat is pumping. Hell yeah, man. That's what's up. Yeah, we're getting close, baby. We're getting close. We're definitely getting there. 5-day stock RSI is overbought. Every time we go down, I always say to myself, it was so obvious. But when you're in the moment, it doesn't feel like it. So now I'm saying, dude, this I think we're gonna look back at this and say it was obvious. Look at where we are. It's doing literally the same exact thing. It's chopping around. This is it, baby. This is it, baby. Good luck to you all. Somehow you can timestamp your VODs while recording. Yeah, but I could literally click a button and I can record while I'm streaming. I just didn't want to do that. Again, this entire time I've been trying to make content because the content that I make is what I follow. But if we get this right, the content that I make will not be the content that I follow. There will be a disconnect, which is what most of YouTube is doing. They're telling you about the Clarity Act. They told you about the ETF. They're telling you about Michael Saylor because it gets ad revenue. What I'm doing is I'm showing you the charts that I would be making even if I didn't have a YouTube channel. But if we get it right, that it means we at least have an idea of what we're doing. I can now keep my charts to myself or the members, maybe, I don't know yet. And then I could tell you guys about Michael Saylor, the Clarity Act, Trump, whoever the next president, right? We can milk the presidential election. It's beautiful. In the election year and the pre-election year, you can milk the election. In the bear market year, you can milk the war. Like every time we get a bear market, there's a war now. 2022 Russia, 2023 Iran, or 2025. It's actually Iran, not Iran. I guess I've been saying it wrong. Iran. Next time it'll be Taiwan and China. It's the news cycle is a thing of beauty. I gotta stop fighting it. If I want to be successful long term, I need to stop fighting a news cycle. Especially now with AI, you can just type into the AI, what is the news for today? And then I can just give you the AI slop. AI slop. Make money off of this. I mean, I get taken care of in the bull market That's what I don't want to jeopardize. But at the same time, I think backwards. I think me live streaming everything kind of derailed my plan. Not the live stream itself being at fault, me being at fault, trying to express everything. I learned it's better to not express everything and just be a character. The problem was my character was me, just exemplified or amplified rather. So this time I got to be a newscaster because we're doing pretty well. Well, when the bottom is in, I'm going to lose half my viewers. So I'm going to have like 50 viewers at the bottom. But that's the perfect time to transition. I really think I have the green screen already. What I have to do is I have to get it so where the camera fits. And it's like when I usually live stream, it's just me. Like you can see my head and a little bit of my body. But what I need to get it to be is I need it so this is the camera, but I'm much smaller and I'm like behind a fake desk, you know, like a news table. This way you can see like a fake background, you know? It's going to be cool. I'm going to figure it out. But you're going to still see me, but the green screen is going to show like a news studio. And I'm going to read you guys about the Clarity Act. Hello, everyone. Make sure you say you called the bear market and the market bottom. No, that's all irrelevant. There's different reasons why people go on YouTube. They do it for ego, they do it for ad revenue, they do it for fun. I do it for ad revenue. I know being here as long as I have that YouTube doesn't give a shit if you're right or wrong. You can get 100% hit rate and YouTube doesn't give a shit. It's all about how you market yourself. How do I know that? Because I botched 2022, and in 2024, when Doge went to 40 cents, I had 3,000 people in here, and I made 1 month's ad revenue, was the highest revenue my channel ever made. It did mark the top, of course, but crypto is just a game of attention span, and the reality is crypto has goldfish attention span. So I'm going to rebrand to a newscaster. Maybe. I don't know yet. This is a rough draft. But I can read you guys the news. We can read about inflation. And then I can turn those into videos. And I can incorporate MSTR. Because MSTR is going to kill it with the ad revenue. It's the right decision. I just need to make sure I get this right. So I need to get my money right first. And then maybe to be a real sellout, I would make the channel membership videos, the videos that we've been doing this whole time. This way, the people who watch the news might be interested in my charts. They'll subscribe to the channel membership. I get extra money, and I get the ad revenue from the news. This way, I benefit from the hype, but I also collect the ad revenue from the memberships. But the memberships are getting actual charts in return, and they're going to be like, why are you not talking about this on the live stream? But you guys already know that I already did for the last couple of years. Because if I'm thinking long term, if I plan on doing this for a long time, you know, my brother says, well, you're going to do YouTube forever, trying to talk down on me. Yeah, if I can. Hell yeah, motherfucker. I could do YouTube for another 10 years. Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about the war in Iran. If you like that, subscribe for more. Hello, everyone. Hell yeah. I don't think the charting, though, with the stress is sustainable. That's why if I pull this off, you know, we have the whole opportunity of a whole opportunity unlocks. We could talk about the stock market, we could talk about the tariffs, we could talk about all that garbage, but I have to stop calling it garbage because the herd doesn't like that. And I shoo away the herd. So I need to embrace the Clarity Act. I need to milk Brad Garlinghouse and how he's going to change the world. And if I get a little soundboard, I think I could do it. I think I could do it. And then I'm going to buy a laptop so I can make videos on the go if I start traveling. If I pull this off, I'm changing my life. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do in 2024. I hit all that money. I said, okay, when the top is in, I'm going to get out or whatever. And I didn't get out. If we pull it off this time, I'm doing a whole rebrand on my life. Which I have this year, I've been trying to work on problems that I actually have. But if I pull this off, then I can actually begin transitioning into a new person that I want to be. Not necessarily a new person, but a new lifestyle. Right? Step 1 is fixing the problem. Step 2 is changing and finding the solution. Right now, I'm on fixing the problem. So I'm eliminating all my toxic habits. But if this all goes through, you know, the next chapter opens up. Hello, everyone. Maybe I'll call my show the Blockchain Debriefing. It started out as a meme, but I might do it. Hello, everyone. I gotta stop saying that. It's actually really addicting to say. Hello, everyone. Good morning to the viewers around the globe. Yeah, I could get a little spinning globe thing like the news channels. Hello, everyone. Let's see what happens. But this is our first step. Our first step. We got against all odds for 5 says got a short open at 64.8 since yesterday, or since Wednesday. Should I close it? Maybe a better entry next week. And then he says for 2, don't stop streaming. I appreciate the 7, man. Oh, that actually translates to $13. I guess whatever currency that is. Is that the pound? Or the euro? What is that? That's the euro. I appreciate the 5, man. Wait, the euro is beating the USD right now? Oh, yeah, it is. Or is it the pound? I don't know. That's got to be a euro. Yeah, that's a euro. Oh, no, it's the Australian dollar that's worth less. I'm drawing a blank. Yeah. How do I spell Australia? What is the name of the Australian dollar? Yeah, it's, what is it, Aus USD? I don't know. Whatever. I appreciate the money, man. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not a trader. I'm not going to be able to predict exactly what you should do. I think it all depends on your liquidation price. 64.8 as a short isn't, in my opinion, I don't think it's terrible. You're closer to the top than the bottom. You just have to be open that there is a chance we go up to 68K. Now, if your liquidation is 66K, then I would say probably close the trade. Not financial advice. If your liquidation is all the way up here, I don't think we're getting up here. I am open to this. I am very open to this. So if you're going to get liquidated at 66.5, then maybe closing the trade is the best option. If you're all in, I personally think there is a chance we go up. I don't know if it's going to go up. I am heavily speculating we're going to go lower. So if you can hold on to this and it goes into the red, that's up to you. I don't know. My chart says there is a chance we spike up to 67K. I am waiting for the. I'm not waiting for it 100% now because we're so close to our reversal point. But if you told me, do you think this is going to happen? I would say yes. I think it's still very possible. Not even possible. I still think it's likely. However, once Saturday comes and the 5-day stock RSI hits overbought, I have to say within the next 5 to 10 days, if we don't go up there, it's not happening. So I think that would be my answer. If you're going to get liquidated at 66K, I would probably close it. If you can hold through a loss, that's up to you. There's no guarantees we go to 66K, which means if you close it, we may just go straight down. But that's what trading is. You have to take all probabilities into consideration. I don't think we're necessarily guaranteed to be at the top right now. XRP is about to hit a lower low. No, no, no. We already talked about this. Wait, is XRP still bearish? Yeah, it did just make a lower low. Man, are they really giving it to us? That would be my answer, though. And there's no guarantees that I'm right either. Maybe we just go straight up from here. But I really do believe that in the next 3 months, we're going to be at 45 to 40,000. And that's what I wanted to talk about before. I appreciate the 10, man. Best of luck. Maybe not the answer you wanted, but it's not exactly a straight answer. There's no yes or no. If you can swallow a pump to 68K, then maybe. If you get liquidated, I don't think liquidation is ever worth it. Yeah, this chart says it's almost time to go down. Now, this is the ROI over the last 365 days. You can see in 2022, we were actually at the same exact spot that we were in July 2020. Oh my God, it's the same month too. Look at this. Look at this, dude. Look, in July of 2022. Look. Oh my goodness. Look at my dotted line. Look at this dude. Wait, I gotta stop. I'm getting excited. Look at this dude. Look. This is the ROI over the last 365 days. The fact that it's the same month and it's in the same spot. August, look at this. Look at this, dude. August 8th. We're in the same spot. And then we just collapse down to the bottom. But every chart has bottomed down here. Look at how low we are. We're so much higher than the others. Now this one was a higher low. So does that mean we have to make another higher low? It's not impossible. It's probably likely, actually. But we still have to come down here. But this wasn't even what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you was this. We talked about this. So the first bear market drawdown was 93%. The second bear market drawdown was 84%. The third bear market drawdown was 83%. Right now, the drawdown is 53%. So if you're betting that the bottom is in, you're betting that we're getting a sorry, I have like dead skin under my fingernail, but it's like attached by a string. And I know you can't pull it because that string will rip. I guess I just got to leave it. We went from 93 to 83 to 83 to 70. Oh, I skipped this one, sorry. To 76. So this was the biggest jump. We went from 83 to 76. So if we take that same percentage, I think you got to look at it from two perspectives. You could take it from a linear perspective and just subtract, I guess, 9 points We went from 83. Sorry. We went from 83 to 76. So you can subtract 7 points and just say this bottom is going to be 69%. Or you can say what percent of 84, sorry, what percent of 83 is 7? That's the question. Hold on. That's some cooking. Hold on. He's cooking again, Chad. Let him cook for a second. Let me run that by my AI because my brain is mush. New chat. What percent of 83 is 7? Come on, baby. 8%. Okay. So if we apply 8.43% to 76%, okay, apply that to 76%. Hold on, guys. He's in the kitchen again. You guys thought we were done cooking. We're not. Let's see what we get. Okay. 6.41%. No, wait, I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Hold on. No, I exited the wrong question. What is 8.43% of 76? Here we go. Here we go. The answer is 6.4. No, what am I not doing right? Oh, right. Okay, wait. So 8.43% of 76 is 6.4. So now we subtract 6.4 from 76, which is like 70, it's like 69. Yeah, we're looking at a 69% drawdown, I think. Unless my math, let me double check. I'm getting excited here, Mr. Bear. Let me recheck. What percent of 83 is 7? Why is that? Because this bottom was 7% less. Okay, so 6.41% is the jump. Yeah, so we're looking at least both on that train of thought and the linear scale. We're looking at least bare minimum a 65% drawdown from the top, which is 44,000. So the absolute bare minimum for a bottom is 44,000. No excuses. 70% is closer to the bottom at 38,000. So the bottom is probably in the middle, in my opinion. That doesn't mean I'm going to be right. Maybe it's lower. I don't think it's higher. Maybe it's lower. But I stopped shouting, oh my God, it's going to crash right here. We could go lower. That's great. The lower we go, the better. But I stopped being bearish once we crack 40,000. It's the same thing as stopping being bullish once we cracked 110,000. Once we cracked 110,000, okay, I don't want to be bearish I don't want to be bullish anymore. Even though we went 10% higher, right? You missed 10%, of course. Maybe we crack 40K and then we go down to 36. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm not trying to nail the absolute bottom. I'm trying to nail the volatility is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the move. I'm not looking for the actual bottom. We got incorporation for 20. I appreciate the 20, man. Thank you very much. That helps a lot in times of despair. Whatever revamp you decide, please don't stop streaming. You are my favorite bear tuber. I appreciate the 20, man. I appreciate the 20. It does help a lot in times of despair. Well, I do have to tell you that once November passes, I am going to turn into a super moon boy. I am going to be max bullish from February to August. Like, you're going to see me pushing the most bullish propaganda. Oh, no, I'm turning into a news guy. I forgot. But all of my charts turn bullish right here. All of them. And then it's going to turn mega bullish right here. So I'm not going to be a bear tuber forever. But I appreciate the 20, man. I think we're getting close. We're getting close. The fact that we almost have an overbought stock RSI and we're still not moving, I think it's very similar to what happened here. Because you can see in the bull market when we hit, look, when we were in the bull market, the move up occurred as the stock RSI was climbing. Now it's not moving. That's why I think it's bearish. Even here, the 5-day stock RSI was climbing and we were moving up. We're not moving. I mean, we moved up a little bit, but once you hit overbought here, you teleported. So I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that's what has to happen. Maybe that is what happens. But anything other than that is bearish. Because as we discussed, every time you fail to take the prior high from when it was overbought, you go down. It's been that way forever and ever. So I'm going back into full-blown bear once we get to next Saturday. No. Yes. Right? When is the 12th? What day is that? That's 6 days from today. Today's Friday, so Thursday. I turn back into full-blown bear boy on Thursday. Full-blown bear boy. But I appreciate the 20. Local Liquid for 5 says, thanks for the live, tossing you a couple bucks for a bag of baby carrots. I appreciate the 5, man. It does help a lot in times of despair. Actually, I dropped baby carrots. For some reason, I would eat them and they would hurt my eyes. I would eat the whole bag and they would hurt my eyes. My new thing now is I get frozen blueberries and I put them in the blender with this vanilla protein powder, and it's so good. I don't know if that's healthy either because I'm eating a lot of blueberries and my doo-doo is blue, kind of. It's not blue, but it's not brown anymore. But that's my new vice. I eat blueberries. And the pack of blueberries is $10 for 3 pounds. So I do appreciate the 5. That's a whole pound of blueberries. But I do appreciate the 5. It does help a lot in times of despair. I do appreciate the 5, man. It does help. We got David B. Welcome back. He says, I sleep much better being out of the market. One of my friends showed me she lost 240K on QQQ puts. Yeah, it's almost impossible to short the stock market. Someone in the chat the other day asked, they said they had short-term SPY puts. Should I close them? And I said, I think Bitcoin's a better bet because the stock market is very tough to predict. I don't know if he listened or not, but IBIT is still down here and SPY is much higher. So it's almost impossible to short the stock market. That's why I never do. Even though I think it should go down, that doesn't mean it will. I still do think it's going to come down here, but maybe I'm wrong. And whenever I place my bets, I can't say in my head, maybe I'm wrong. I wait till I'm 100% certain. And then if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if I know there's a possibility it doesn't happen, I don't take the bet. Like in my head, I see enough evidence that I'm not saying I know, but in my head that there's nothing that can happen to prevent us from coming down here. There's nothing. It would have happened already. So I would never short SPY because it's almost impossible to do. I'm doing the same with the vanilla protein powder with blueberries. Yeah, the vanilla protein powder that I get, not financial advice, is from Amazon. For some reason, the price went from $50 to $100 a bucket. Yeah, you guys got to try this. NFA, if you want to eat the Vision way, you got to get a pack of frozen blueberries. Oh, I'm giving you guys the alpha right now. This is much more bullish than the Clarity Act. Even if you don't even like protein, I'm telling you, it doesn't taste like protein powder. It's actual like vanilla. It's not like vanilla ice cream, but it's sweet. Usually, here it is. Usually protein powder tastes disgusting, like chemicals. Yeah, it's this. It's called Nutricost. It's $107 a bucket, man. It used to be $50. Not financial advice, but if you take a bucket of this, here's what you're gonna do. Ready? Not health advice, of course. You're gonna take a cup of water. Well, I use a glass. I don't know. You're gonna have to play it by vision, like your eyes, no pun intended. But you take take 2 or 3 scoops of this. You dump in a bunch of frozen blueberries, and you put some water in, so the blender makes it creamy. You don't want it to be a smoothie. That means you added too much water. You want it to be creamy so you can eat it like orange sherbet. And you add more of this to make it more pink. You want it to be pink. You don't want it to be purple. I eat it every day and I'm getting fat from it, but it is what it is. It's delicious. Vision certified. And you can also do it with strawberries. It's excellent. It is $100 a barrel though, so get fucked. No! Sorry. Dude, I bought a 2-pack for $140 and now it's $200. Wow, they're really cracking down. Dude, they're cracking down big time. Why is it so expensive? Wow, they're really cracking down on that shit, huh? It's gonna be $500 a barrel. What's going on with America? Why is everything so expensive? We got Richard Desmond says, come on, get your blueberries. Oh, he says, come get your blueberries, Gabagool. What's your PayPal handle? I appreciate the super chat, man. It does help out a lot in times of despair. Yeah, I believe the PayPal is in the description, if I'm not mistaken. Not to show my PayPal link. Yeah, I could probably put something in the food channel. Yeah, the PayPal is in the description. I appreciate the super chat, man. It does help a lot in times of despair. It really does. But if you do send a PayPal, you have to let me know because I'm not gonna know unless I check manually. But I appreciate the 5. It's actually more money than $5. I think it's like 8 or 9 because of the euro. But I appreciate that. Protein powder will wreck your liver. Replace it with Greek yogurt. Yeah, but Greek yogurt's not really that good. But I did put the frozen blueberries in the Greek yogurt too. Yeah, everything's bad for you, man. I know. But I figured eating protein powder with blueberries is better than ice cream. Because ice cream, I eat the whole bucket. It's 1,900 calories. It's like 200 grams of sugar, no protein. At least with this, it doesn't taste as good, but it's 90 grams of protein, 75 to 100 grams of sugar, less calories, of course. Much more expensive, I'll tell you that. $100 a bucket. That's nuts. Is the S&P 500 breaking out? Is it? Not yet. It's attempting to. Yeah, whoever pointed out bonk, man, that was a big one. I'm surprised XRP is doing so poorly, but at the end of the day, I'm not, because that's what we're looking for. We're looking for confirmation that we're still bearish. XRP, oh, it did it at the top too. Oh yeah, no, I'm bearish. I didn't even see that. Yeah, no, it's over. That's whoever pointed that out. This is massive. I already had it drawn, I just never paid attention to it. But I didn't realize it happened at the top too. Look, they're doing the same play 4 times in a row. XRP is bearish, Bitcoin is bullish, we go down. XRP was bearish, Bitcoin is bullish, we go down. Yeah, they're running the same play 4 times in a row. XRP is bearish, Bitcoin is bullish, we go down. Yeah, this is it. This is it. You know why they can do the same play? Because every time we go down, the bottom is in. It's different this time. You see how when we were actually bullish, XRP made a higher high? That's the difference. When we're bullish, XRP does go up. Yes, when we're bullish, XRP does go up. Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. You can say we're here and XRP is giving us a false print. That's up to you. I think we're doing what we've been doing the whole time. Doge is doing the same thing. Yeah, I'm going to try and get in on the XRP wagon next time. Are they still believing 589? Are they still selling that shit? $589 XRP? Oh no, Doge made a higher high at the top. It was only here. Are the XRP people still pushing 589? There's no way they're still falling for it 7 years later, right? Right? Hello? Bitcoin isn't bullish right now? How could Bitcoin not be bullish if the bottom is in? I don't understand your train of thought. What do you mean, my friend? My good friend, Mr. SB. Does SB stand for Super Bowl? Or Super Bowl, sorry, not Super Bowl. Super Bowl is in the chat. A Korean exchange delisted it. Yeah, Bonk is going to 0, Mr. Dropco. Mog is next. Not financial advice. I don't know if you're still bullish on those, but Bonk is first and Mog is next. Sorry. I expect Mog to have maybe another pump and then go like this. Not financial advice. But it's been happening all bear market. When Bitcoin turns bullish, Mog remains bearish, and then we go down. All of the doo-doo coins are doing the same thing. That's why I'm bearish. This is what we were looking for. We're looking for signs that we're bearish. The signs are everything else is shit. Even Solana's shit. Oh, wow, even Solana, yeah. Solana did the same thing. It did nothing. Yeah, now the best case scenario is Solana spikes up and then we go down. It should happen. It should happen. Wonder how high XRP will go. Yeah, it's impossible to know for sure. Bonk still on Coinbase and Gemini. Yeah, I don't follow the news. I don't know if it's getting delisted. It doesn't matter. It's going to zero. Jasmy is next. I really missed that guy because he was really sending me a lot of super chats, but he doesn't come here anymore because it's going to zero. And that's why I told him in December, please, for my sake, I need my super chats. Which it's unfortunate. I made the same mistake too, where you just hold it to zero. I get it. It's very tough, but just keep him in your thoughts. But Jasmy's done. I think it's coming all the way back here. And that I don't even know if that's gonna hold. It might even just blow through the floor. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You gotta eat my shorts. Oh, we got Peasant in the chat. Did you get gifted that sub or did you pay for it? Jackson equals August FOMC. Oh, there's a meeting in August? Dude, I remember in 2022 there was a Jackson Hole meeting, and I think we spiked up and then went down. I think it was here, right? Wasn't it one of these? Yeah, I remember this, man. Nah, we're so close. I'm you guys could hear it in my voice. I'm getting a little bit excited, man. This is it. We did so good here and here, but we absolutely sabotaged down here. What is it called when you throw something? Sabotage, I guess. Man, if we would have just skipped this and went to this, we would have been set. That's my plan this time. Now we know the market moves in increments. We go down, sideways. You make some money here, get out. Market's going to go sideways. Get back in, get out. Get back in, get out. Crash, top, bear market. That's been the playbook. That's what it's doing now. You catch the low, get a little money, get out. Get back in, go up, get out. Go back up, get out. Yeah. That's how it is, baby. Yeah. In today's crypto news, XRP at 5 trillion market cap. Another news, aliens invaded and taking all the Jasmine to their mothership. Yeah, once I get out of here, I think I'm gonna be a newscaster. I'm gonna buy a bunch of suits off of Amazon. Yeah, I can get red ones, blue ones. Does anybody do that on YouTube? Does anybody wear funky suits, like different colors? I know people wear suits, but do they wear funky suits? Oh, they're pretty expensive. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just get a jacket. Yeah, maybe not. Forgot about inflation. Wow, it's $50 a jacket. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'll just buy one. I'll buy a green one. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to it. Hello, everyone. Right? I can wear this. Since my color is green, I can get this for 50 bucks. I can wear this on the channel. That looks pretty sharp. Hello, everyone. Yeah, maybe that's the plan, man. Maybe that's the plan. I paid myself because I needed to see the exclusive content. I appreciate the sub. Live stream marketing works. Yeah, I think if this all goes well, I think I'm gonna make the chart videos for the members and then read the news to everyone else. I don't know yet. I'm not promising anything because I don't know what's gonna happen. But I definitely think the last video I posted is worth a watch. I do. Even though it's kind of long. We got Gumal. Welcome to BTC Will. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. If everybody in the chat subscribed, I would make a lot of money. Thank you for the sub. No, I'm just kidding. Just watching is enough. Yeah, I don't think the ad breaks do anything because I ran ads last couple of streams and there's really no jump in ad revenue. It really didn't help. So it wasn't really worth it. Every time there's a pattern, smart money changes the concept. Hell yeah. Top was in December, bottom was in December. Top was in November, bottom was in November. For some reason, the top was in October. And I have confidence because I did everything in my power to find why the top should be here, and it was still here. So now I have direct faith that the bottom should be here. Yeah. Yeah. Look up Craig Sager. Yeah, I'm not going to wear crazy suits. I meant to say colored suits. Like I would have green on Monday, orange on Wednesday, red on Friday. Yeah, look at this. We're getting a bunch of members in the chat. Welcome. Buff Link, welcome to BTC Whale. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have to make another membership video tomorrow on Saturday. Every Saturday. Or it's either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Depends what I'm doing. If I'm sitting at my computer like a slob and I have nothing to do, then I make the video on Friday. I don't know what I'm going to say tomorrow. The problem is I can only say the same thing so many times because... No, I know what I can say tomorrow. Yeah, there's another signal printing right now. Either I'm wrong and I wasted everybody's time, or I'm right and we're gonna be fucking rich. No, I'm just kidding. Mina for 5 says, contributing to the blueberries. I appreciate the 5. Thank you very much. Yes, blueberries are expensive as well. But I guess everything's expensive now. Shout out to the Trumpster. No, it's not even his. It's just life. Inflation stuck. We're stuck with inflation forever now. The good old days are gone where you can get a pack of strawberries for $2. I remember when I used to work at the supermarket, a Mountain Dew was $2. Now it's 3 something. That's almost a 100% increase. Which is, I mean, obviously $1 is not a lot, but if you buy 10 bottles a month, well, I don't drink soda anymore, but I appreciate the 5. Helps out a lot in times of despair. Yeah, we got some decent chat revenue today. I guess if you beg for money, it works. Yeah, if everybody in the chat goes to the PayPal link and you all send me $2, holy shit, I'd make 200 bucks. I'd get to keep it all. Yeah, it's gonna be like that thing where you can save a dog for $1 a day. If you can save a fat boy for $2 a month. If you all send $2 a month on PayPal, I make, oh, that's $200 a month. It'd be $2 a week. That'd be okay. Just off of super chats? Yeah. Soda is so unhealthy. Well, I drink diet soda. Is Bonk a good play? No, I think Bonk's going to 0. I think in the next 3 months, everything's going to fall by 50%. Guys, I'm getting nervous, but also excited. Because if we're right about this, you got to understand something. It's a double whammy. If we're wrong, then GG. If we're right, then that means the bottom of the bear market is right there. Which means now we can flip bullish. This is it, man. This is it. We're starting to run out of time here. I still think there's a chance we hit that realized price because it's literally right there. But we're kind of running out of time here. We are. I still have faith it's going to get hit. I do think it gets hit, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. But you may be asking, what's the big deal? Why is this relevant? You may be asking, why are you so obsessed with this? And I'm trying to find our old live streams. Wait. Look at this. Dude, is this not what Ethereum is doing right now? Doesn't that look exactly how it looks now? You motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding. Come on, man. Dude, I'm getting excited now. Now I am getting excited. What's the difference? You got the same color, same everything. Oh, wait. Wait, do the meme. Do the hey. Wait. Oh my god. Hold on a second. He's cooking. He's cooking. So the reason why this is important is not to single out one person. That's not what I'm doing. We're making the case that the Moon Boys are saying the same thing every time we get to the same part of the market cycle. Every time we get to overbought, people are bullish. This is why it's so important. because we're in August right now, which means that if we don't go up, there's nowhere to go. Now, the reason why this is so important is because Vegeta is looking for a bullish push, but he said originally we should go up in August. Now he's saying we should go down and then up, which is fine. But every time we go bullish, it's bullish, and then when we go down, it's bullish. We love me some Vegeta. I'm not putting Vegeta on the spot. It's the idea that the Moon Boys get bullish and then we form all of the top signals. The missing piece of the top is that short-term hold to realized price. We have not tagged it yet. We have not tagged it yet. So I can't definitively tell you that we have to go down now. But that wasn't even what I was looking for. What I'm looking for is our blueprint. Yeah, I'm saying all the same stuff that I said. I'm just fact checking myself. I'm saying all the same, not all the same. It's not the exact same, but the rough draft is kind of the same thing. I think we're at that time right now where this is the wrapping up. This is the wrapping up of the rally. Yeah, I guess I haven't had a camera in a while, huh? I'm so white in these pictures. I think we're getting where we need to go. XRP is doing that fractal like you pointed out on ETH. Yeah, I don't know if you just we talked about XRP briefly. I don't know if you saw that part or not. You might have to rewind. XRP is doing the exact same thing that it's done since the top. And the fact that people are saying it's different this time when it's doing the exact same thing 3 times in a row, 4 times in a row, sorry. Higher highs on Bitcoin, lower highs on XRP. Bearish. You could probably put Jasmine on the same prescription. Bearish. Yeah, you can. Jasmine lower high, bearish. Jasmine lower high. Well, I don't know if you could say that because Bitcoin made a lower high here. Yeah, I can't say it actually. Which is why I'm kind of shocked Jasmine's going down. I thought we would get a spike and then go down. Maybe that could still happen though. You can't rule it out. Because Jasmine was bearish here and then it spiked up. I'm not going to rule out a Jasmine spike. If that guy's still holding his Jasmine and it goes like this and he doesn't get out, then it's over. What about XLM? Is XLM doing the same thing? Almost. Oh, XLM didn't even make a new low yet. Yeah, this is my XLM prediction. What about Telcoin? Telcoin is doing the same thing. Telcoin is obviously a shit coin, but again, I like that it's a good signal. I think Telcoin is a good signal. We went up, then we went down, then we went up, then we went down, then we went up, but we never went up again. Now according to history, Telcoin should get a spike to the upside, but the fact that it's bleeding is telling me we're bearish. Yeah, I think this is it, gentlemen. I think this is it. I think we're gonna get the spike. I think we're gonna hit the short-term hold to realized price by Friday. Not this Friday. Oh, today's Friday. Yeah, I could see this happening. Have we given up on the stock crash? The 200-week moving average probably, but I still think you're gonna get a pullback on the S&P. But a pullback and a crash are two different things. I don't think necessarily it's coming down here. It's very unlikely. But I also have to take into consideration that SOXL isn't really pumping that much. So we might be able to get down there without, we still might be able to get down here. So I haven't given up yet. I'm almost getting ready to give up, but I haven't given up yet. And if I have to, I'll buy MSTR. So be it. Cryptomalysis says 5 months is a long time. So if Bitcoin falls below 30,000, I owe you $1,000, right? I'd probably have to send it to you. I'd have to probably send it to you through a crypto wallet. I could send it to your Coinbase wallet. Yeah. S&P Moon Boys are calling for 800. Yeah, I mean, you can't even really fade it. It's not impossible. If we hit 800, though, it's not going to hit. There's no way we're coming back down like this. There's no way. Total 3 looks like it'll go to 70 billion. Total 3. 70 billion. Yeah, this is getting close to the low, too. Couldn't this be a giveaway, too, that we're bearish? I guess the Moon Boys are saying we're forming a bottom, right? Yeah, but why can't we be right here? Or right here? If it doesn't, I owe you 365. That's all right. If we go into the 30K range, I'll be very happy. 28% says yes bottom. Wow. I am kind of hungry right now. I'm supposed to do a 24-hour fast, but I'm starving. I'm hungry. I could go for some sausage and eggs. Sausage. Sausage. Does anybody else have anything they want to point out to the class? Maybe coins going down that I'm not looking at? Does anybody have any bearish propaganda they want to share? Oh yeah, that guy said he sold his dot. Oh, SEI made a new low. Almost. Does anybody have anything they want to share with the class? How do we feel about Ondo? Ondo, John Doe. Every time it does this, we're bearish. Yeah, wait, are we getting clues right now that we're bearish? What do we think? Are we getting clues that we're bearish? What are we thinking, chat? Give me something. Is the top next week? Made $35 yesterday in DoorDash. Hell yeah. What are my thoughts on buying Bitcoin versus IBIT? There's no difference. Not financial advice. Actually, I disagree. I think IBIT is better because whatever exchange you're using is going to bend you over on fees. Whereas IBIT, there's no commission. You just get in and out. If you try selling $100,000 of Bitcoin on Coinbase, they take like $2,000. Nuts. But if you use iBit on Robinhood or whatever you use, there's no fee. Should have bought the SpaceX low. Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day. It's gonna be sell the news, buy the rumor, or sell the rumor, buy the news. But I still think it's going lower. 1.7 trillion is way too high. This is it, boys and the five ladies. If we get this wrong, it's night night. If we get it right, it's Chinese buffet. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Thank you. Yes. Table for one, please. Pork fried rice. You have any new pork fried rice coming out? Does anybody have anything they want to share with the class? Any more bearish propaganda? You guys aren't answering me. There's something I'm not seeing. Near protocol. Oh, near is bullish. Oh, hype. What about hype? Weren't the YouTubers shilling that? Oh, it's still holding up. Pudgy penguins. Pingu. Oh, it's still holding up. Wow. Oh, whatever happened to that Giga Chad? I remember Giga Chad was going down. Oh, it is still going down. Whatever happened to Crow? Wow, Crow made a new low today too. Bearish. Yeah, bearish. Yeah, definitely. Bearish. All right, I've seen all I need to see. We're waiting for the final pump, I think. I think we're waiting for the final rally here to 68K. Just one more. That's it. So I guess our time together ends once we pass 66.5. Because I don't want to be around for the bullish propaganda. Oh, we're going to the moon. You guys want to get some Ron Walker action? What does Ron Walker say? The doctor of dump and pump. Oh, I made another video. Let's see what Uncle Ron has to say. What do you got for us, Uncle Ron?
Here I have the pitchfork. I've drawn a pitchfork from
Whoa, look at
the
this guy.
low in 2018
Wow.
to the high in 2021. And the angle of ascent for the pitchfork is based on the low
Oh,
and the
wait,
higher
I
low
actually
that's set.
remembered. Hold on. I remember doing something like that back in 2022. Yeah, I forgot about the pitchfork. Hold on, he might be onto something there. How do I get to my pitchfork? Where was it? I don't see it. Do you see a pitchfork? Here it is. I believe. Yeah, I forget what the guy did. It was. Was it? Was it bottom, top? Was it bottom to the top? Oh no, there was three. It was three touch points. I think it was called a trend-based pitchfork, but I don't see it. Right, it should be right here. What is this? What did I just draw here? What is this shenanigans? Hold on, I gotta find this now. Yeah, what is all this nonsense, man? Wait, does the dump start when we cross this line? Imagine. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't even understand this. Yeah, do we start going down once we cross this line? There's a guy on YouTube that draws these. He has a very soothing voice. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm looking at. All right, I gotta find Pitch Fan. Some more propaganda. Well, oh wait, is it this? Oh, here it is. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is what it was. Yeah, we already broke this. Bearish. Okay, now I am starting to remember this now. Yes, yes, yes. We said top to bottom to the top. But then we broke the trend line. So top to bottom to the top. Yeah, so we're right here. So we're gonna break Once we break 61K, we should go to 55K, prompting the bottom callers, and then we go down to the bottom. Yeah, this thing sucks. Yeah, this is a bunch of rubbish, man. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, a lot of people are, I'm telling you, man, a lot of people are going to think that 53K is the bottom. I'm telling you. And the realized price is literally right there. But we never bottom on the realized price. We go below it. I mean, listen, this shit is accurate. You can't lie. It's not perfect, but if you draw it correctly from the peak to the bottom to the peak, we keep hitting something and then going down. So the question is, yeah, look at the support too. Yeah, wow. Yeah, wow. You got to respect it at least. So the question is, do we thrust up one more time to 68,000 and then break down? And once we break 64,000, we go down. And I already know that this is going to be where the short-term hold the realized price is. Yeah. Yeah, we could be, there still could be one more thrust up, man. 68K. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. It could. And then once we break back below 65,000, we go straight down to 61. And then you see the head and shoulders callers, shoulder, head, shoulder up. And then once we break 60,000, we go straight down to 52,000. And everybody's going to say the bottom is in again, but we never bottom on the realized price. So we're going to go below, and that's where the bottom is. Bottom is here somewhere. That's what it looks like. All right, so I'm not a TA guy, but I have to be open to 68K. It's possible. It is possible. All right, shout out to Mr. Ron.
Market
Oh,
is
wait.
always
You
worse
guys
than the
can't even hear
first.
it.
You get these bear market rallies, and then you get this big, big drop. And we've had a bear market rally. We're probably going to get a big, big drop. Now, we could go down to this area right here, below the midpoint right there, and maybe drop again just above the 15,000 low, maybe near this trend line.
Wait, am I missing? Wait, no, I remember this now. I think these are actually fib levels. Yeah, wait, we gotta... Yeah, they are fib levels. I already know people are going to say the bottom is 53K because if you go back to this one and you do the same thing, what did I just do? Top to bottom? Yeah, right? Top, bottom, top. Is that what I just did? Yeah, so people are going to say the bottom is 52K. If you do the same thing back here and you go top, bottom, top, the bottom was underneath this blue. The bottom was underneath the pink, man. Not gonna hold. Yeah, the bottom, no, I'm telling you. The bottom was underneath the pink. By how much? 29%. Holy shit. What's 29% of 53,000? Yeah, there it is again, 38,000. I'm telling you, I think we're going to 40K, chat. Chat. I really do. Everything I look at says the same thing. It's unbelievable. I just pulled this out of thin air and it says 38K, brother. Brother. Let me try the prior market cycle. Peak to bottom to peak. Oh, this one's even worse. No, I don't know, but the people in the chat said this was the bottom too, and then we fell. Yeah, this was 45. I'm gonna be honest, I think once we break 53K, we're going straight down. That's where the capitulation is. Oh, this one you bottomed on the blue line and then the bottom here. Oh no, but this is the wrong one. Yeah, so you never bottom in this pink line. Never. Because in order to find this bottom, you have to take the prior market cycle, peak, bottom, peak. And again, once you break the pink line, you go down. Yeah, so I have to say, if I had to draw what I think is going to play out, we go up to 68K. We come back down to 58. If it's September, then we just go down. That's it. If it's still August, I think we bounce and then go down. But we have to get down here by sometime in October or November. Which means from today, we got to fall 37%. CPI is going to be bad.
This would take us down to about 31,000, as I've said. We have a head and shoulders top that measures down to 26,000. We've got a target of that same level. If we get a 68% drop like that we had over here, you're going down to 25,000 or 26,000 or so. Which would be an 80% drop. So again, if we get something really, really ugly, now here I've marked the October, the 4-year cycle here. Here I've marked if the 4-year cycle breaks. Does this go on into 2027? That's possible, yeah, but again, we don't know that, and we got to assume the 4-year cycle is intact until proven otherwise. At one point, 8% drop like this level. If we get a 68% drop like that we had over here, you're going down to 25,000 or 26,000 or so. Those target levels are point.
It's the fact that we have to get down there by December.
32,000 area or so. And then again, a bigger drop. These lows over here, again, possibly pointing to the next low, the next bottom.
32,000
area or so.
Is okay.
And then again, a bigger drop. These lows over here. out 57,000. So again, we're right at the trend line right here, testing it. The warning signs that momentum was going to flip, and I told you that will equal 1,000. We hit 61,000. Boom, that was a trigger. Fortunately for me, it kept dropping into the 60,000 range, but I took half the money off the table. I was buying my position back right here, just like I was adding to my position at the 100 period, the 50 period, these counter trends, the pull-ups, moving averages, the opportunities. But I had to shut off the comments. I had them on. I was being bombarded. People tell me, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. The bottom's in. Yeah, 200, 250,000 by the summer. The same stuff they were saying back at the top. I called the top. They were saying that. I told you we were going to crash. And again, I was right. But I got real money on the line. And I don't want these people influencing me. You got to hear a whole lot of nonsense from people right before they get wrecked. I was getting ready to put them back up, but now I'm hearing the same kind of comments on social media. That's why I turned the comments back on, because again, I don't want these people influencing me to make a bad decision, second guessing myself. I was correct to short the 200 period moving average when I called a top over here on May 6th. I was correct to do that. I was correct when I called the very day of the top and predicted this crash. So I was correct when I called January 14th peak. I predicting the rally into the trend line in the 100 period to sell. And I talked about in a recent video have predetermined target levels, which my target level, my minimum objective target was at 60 to 63,000, was level for me, my determined target level to take money. We see all the signals flip back to bullish and we tighten up. You'll move in one direction. So it falls at these levels. If we start getting above these levels, you're going to start flipping the weekly signals back to bullish. I doubt that you're going to be able to do that or something. But it also, you got rejection up. I talked about the one here a moment ago. Again, over and over again throughout this decline. I've talked about them at great length and detail. So if we did push higher, it would likely be a fake breakout of an inverse head and shoulders pattern. I warned you that pattern would set up in all likelihood. I warned you that we saw evidence of a bottom. I told you it's probably going to set up, and it ended up setting up. Play out two ways. It could get a fake breakout, or it could just, this right shoulder could just, it's going to go a whole lot lower than everybody thinks. Because crude oil is about to surge. And even if it does, ships that they're doing.
All right. Thanks, Ron. Thank you for the update. On the pitchfork, you have to toggle inside modified. I wouldn't even worry about it. We looked at the pitchfork in 2022 and it was wrong. I don't even, this is the first time I looked at it in like 4 years. I was using the inside pitchfork. But it's just, I wouldn't even worry about it. I was always intrigued by the other indicators that are on here, but I don't know if they even work. Like a fib time zone. You go from the low to the, what are you doing here? Is this saying the bottom is right here in December? I don't know. No, it's rubbish. Somebody in the chat said they like, oh, what about this? Time cycles? Yeah, this doesn't work either. Bottom. Let's see. Yeah, this is rubbish. This is rubbish. Rubbish. You do get a macro bottom though. That's interesting. You did get a macro bottom right here. And you got another macro bottom here. That's interesting. So where's the next macro bottom? On March 30th? Oh, 2020. This is 2030. Holy shit. 2030. There's a bunch of interesting rubbish. Single line. What is this? Single file line. Yeah, it doesn't even help. This is the fancy stuff that people use. It would be nice if it worked. Oh, here you got something. Right? If you drag it from the peak to the peak here, you did get the peak here, and you got the reversal point here, but then it stopped working. Oh, you got the reversal here. It's not. Oh shit! It's not terrible. Oh shit! It called that. Oh, and it called the bottom. Wait, hold on a second. Whoa, my dog, my diggity dog. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. 3 years in advance. 4 years in advance. Wow, that's pretty good. So is the bottom October 20th? And then we turn bullish in March? Could you imagine? Wow, Spanky, not too bad. Wow. Yeah, is this saying the next move down is about to start? Pretty good. Let's see if we go back to 2018. See, you can check the validity of this by using it in other market cycles. And if it doesn't work, then it's just rubbish. Oh, wait, it's the wrong indicator. Here you go. I don't know. Do you go to this high? No good. What if we go high to low? It's not that good. What if we go high to high? What do you get? High to high? Well, I can't deny that. That's pretty interesting. If you go high here, I don't think it matters. It just has to be here. Yeah, if you go high to high here. Wow. Yeah, but you missed it on this. This could just be propaganda. Yeah, I think it's just propaganda. It's a bunch of propaganda. It's a bunch of propaganda. I'm doing this because I don't have anything else to share with you. What about the GAN square? GAN box? What is this? What do we do with this? Just more rubbish. From the low to the high. We're on the we are on the 382 retracement. The bottom down here at 43,000. Yeah. Well, we did bounce off of the 618 and then we bounced off the 382. So if the bottom's not in, then it has to come down here. Here it is again, 43,000. The problem is there's never any carryover. If you take the same chart and you apply it to the prior bear market, it doesn't fit. Here you did bounce off the 618. Then you bounced off the 0.5. Oh, you did bounce off the 382. And then you bounced off of this too. Yeah, hold on a second, Charlie. What do we got here? We go from the bottom to the top. Yeah, here it was nothing. Just you did bounce off the 618. You did I mean technically you did bounce off the 618 here. It was very subtle. You did bounce off the 0.5 barely. And you did bounce off of this too. First time. Then it just stopped. Maybe I'm gonna be a gone square specialist. So I guess we're looking for a bottom of 0.25 at 43,000. You bounced off of this, you didn't bounce off of this though, that's the problem. It's all rubbish. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. Bib spiral, what do we got? Whoa. Whoa. Jigsaw. Sonny says, what state would I live in if I paid you 1 million in cash? Well, I guess that, I don't know. That's a good question. You could live anywhere with $1 million. That's a good question. Maybe I'll go live with Mr. Meowisis and Amanda. I'll sleep in the driveway. Whoa, we got something here. Hold on a second. Oh, maybe the bottom's in. Hold on a second. No, the bottom's not in. See, if you go from the low up to the high, you can see we broke through the blue line. You need to find consistent data to make a bottom case. What about a pitch fan? Oh, we already did this. Pitch fan, bearish. We're going down to 31,000. No, I really do believe in the trend lines, though. That's what I was hoping one of these things would give us a trend line. I used to not be a believer in the trend lines, but now that I've seen it happen multiple times, where we do bottom on some type of trend line, you got to find where that trend line is. Where is that trend line? This one, I think we bottomed on the support. Yeah, we bottomed on resistance turns support. This one was just yeah, the first bottom was this resistance. This one's not perfect, honestly. Oh shit. Yeah, it is actually. Look at that. Every candle close is right above the trend line. My man. So the question is, what is the trend line? Is it this? That's too shallow. 50, that's not deep enough. Is it this? Bottom's already in. Bottom's in already. If we do go to that trend line though, the bottom would be 43,000 in October. We got a trend line here as well. And this is 50,000, it's too low, too high. Isn't there, what about this? And this ain't, this is too low, 39,000. It's, I don't know. I feel like 39,000, it's not low, but how, we got to start moving, man. We got to start moving. I guess if you look at it from this perspective, it's really not that far-fetched. That's what we've been doing. Sideways, down, sideways. Yeah, but you know what we're missing? This is all sideways. So this should be massive. That's why it could happen. Because if you make the time frame big enough, yeah, see? It's all consolidation. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at that shit. Look at this, dude. Yeah, we never had one of these. Oh, we never had one of these. Yeah, we're due. We've been the same price for all of this time. Yeah, we're missing capitulation, man. We've been the same price for all this time. I think it's coming. I do. I think it's coming, man. Get a camper van and do live streams with McDonald's Wi-Fi. That'd be cool to stream McDonald's food reviews. Oh, look, the bottom is in. We got a green candle. Yeah, 2 6-month candles. Yeah, oh, you can't even say that for this one. Yeah, I'm actually out of shit to tell you guys, unfortunately. I don't know what else to say. You can't even. Shouldn't you be able to just draw? What about a trend line all time? Oh, we already broke. Oh no, we're sitting on it right now. Yeah, so I guess when we break this, it's done. Because if you did the same thing last time. Oh, maybe. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, yeah. Did we get the same thing here? Uh, no, it's way. Yeah, look at that shit. It was the top. It's propaganda. You'd have to really push the propaganda here. But it looks like when you break the major support, that's what triggers the capitulation. We're sitting right on it. Now, it's not even 100% accurate because technically the market bottom was here. So you would draw it like this, and we didn't even, we tested it as resistance. But if you want to push a narrative, you would say, when we get to that point, people thought the bottom was in here, and then we broke down to the bottom. When we got to that point, people thought the bottom was here, and then we went down to the bottom. Right now, people think the bottom is in, which means if we break this level, we should go down to the real bottom. Right? You could probably say the same thing here. Not really. It's very tough to draw. I'm pretty sure the cascade is right after this. Dude, if we get this right, it's going to be a generational opportunity. Because don't forget the 2-month super trend, we're sitting right on it too. Oh, that's interesting. That was the case in every market cycle. 2-month super trend, trend line, bottom. 2-month super trend breaks, trend line, bottom. 2-month super trend breaks, trend line breaks, bottom. That's, yeah, this is it. We really should just go straight down from here. I don't know what's taking so long. I think we're waiting for the Moonboy chart. That's my only explanation. I think between August and September and the first week of October, we should go down. I think that's it. I don't really know what else to tell you. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you all. I tried my best. I tried my best. The bottom is not going to be August 26th, my friend. Appreciate the 2. The bottom has to be after September. If the bottom doesn't have to be after September, then the bottom can already be in with that thought process. Either the bottom's in October or the bottom's already in, or it's in November. But you can't really look for a bottom this month. That there's no data to support that. Watch Ben Cohen's video. I don't need Ben Cohen to tell me what to do. Appreciate the 2. Appreciate the 2. Yeah, these are actually nothing alike. Wow. I think this really puts it into perspective. This really puts it into perspective how dead we are. Look at this. The last time you've seen anything remotely close to this was I don't even know. Like maybe this, but look at how small this was. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, and we were going up. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're still down here. Yeah, we haven't seen anything like this, I think, since 2018. I think we're right here, baby. I think we're right here. I think we're about to go straight down. You could argue this, but the difference is we're coming from the bottom up. Here we're coming down. We should have Bollinger Bands to support that data. No? Yeah. Oh, no, we don't. Wow. That's nuts. I think Sunday we might get it, though. I would be shocked if we don't. I don't think we can sit here for much longer. I was watching a YouTuber and they said the Nupal and they said the Nupal bottomed. That's okay. There's a decent amount of people that do think we bottomed. I think people who are bullish are giving themselves too much credit to say that everybody's bearish. There's a lot of people who are bullish. There probably is more people who are bearish, but I think the majority of the bearish concentration is like 45 or 48K to 53K. I think most bearish people think the bottom is between 48 and 53. The very, very few people actually think 40K is going to get hit. And even less people think we're going into the 30s. The reason why I have to respect the 35K, 36K is because I remember in 2018, we literally went straight down. And it's easy to look at it at the chart versus when it's actually happening. But I remember this, dude, the people on Coinbase were just eating through all the support. You know how on Coinbase you can see the buyers, like a giant brick shows up and like it gets smaller? They were eating through these bricks. I couldn't believe what I was watching. We haven't hit that yet. I think that's what's coming. Maybe I'm wrong and the bottom is in, but there's no evidence to suggest that 53K is the bottom. We would still, believe it or not, 53K, you would still have a positive Nupal. You need to go below 53,000 in order to trigger a negative Nupal. It's the only mathematical possible way. So, I guess that's, we're getting there, don't worry, we're getting there. We're max bullish right now and we still can't go up. And every time we've said that, we went down afterwards. So, there's a chance we do get that final spike to 50 or 66K. I think it's still possible, but I'm not going to tell you that it has to happen. What we're going to be watching for over the weekend is more garbage pails going down. Jasmine just made another low, so if we see Jasmine continue to bleed, I think that's confirmation we're going down. One coin isn't going to do it, but Jasmine started breaking down in August of 2022, too. Don't forget. Don't forget now. Let him cook now. Hold on a second. Rewind. Get back in the kitchen for a second. Jasmine broke down in August of 2022 as well. Before Bitcoin started crashing. Right? Bitcoin topped and then it made a higher low. But Jasmine already blew through the floor. Yo, Jasmine might be telling us we're bearish. Hold on a second. What about XRP? I think XRP had already bottomed in 2022. Yeah, actually it was the opposite. XRP was bullish. Yeah, if we see XRP break down, I think that's it. I'm getting excited, boys and the three ladies. I don't think we're there yet, but we're close. If Halloween is the bottom, then we're on, I don't know, any holidays in October. If the bottom is Christmas, then we're at Halloween right now. I think Thanksgiving is next month and then Christmas. I think we're getting close. I think we're getting real close. All right, gentlemen and the two ladies, it's been a pleasure. Great stream today as far as chat revenue. You really showed out. Appreciate all the support. We'll be back tomorrow. And I wish you all the best. I have to work on my next character. It should be a newscaster, but I'll figure it out. As always, stay safe. None of this is financial advice. I greatly appreciate the support. We'll be back tomorrow. Take care, and I'll see you soon.